Unfortunately guys, my phone's a bit broken, so the first 5 minutes of me unboxing this was gone, and it has problems. Also, this table broke the first time I chucked this thing on it. It is actually quite heavy, so I will stick that in at the end, me having my toe broken for the 18th time in my life, and we should just get straight into it in case it decides to fucking die again. Right, we've got the Probreeze 218 squared meters an hour of circulation. So if you look at, was that squared or cubed? Was that a 3 or a 2? No, that is a 3, that is cubic meters. So think of about a cube, and each side of it is 1 meter. That volume of air, and then put those blocks, as many of them blocks as you can fit in one room. That's how many cubic meters, cubic meters of air you have in that room. Then if this can do more than that, then this should be just fine. I always say, for most things that have to work consistently, always get a tier up from what you're going to be using it for, and that way you would always utilize it better. And that way, when otherwise it's running at maximum load, you could say. You're putting it under as much stress as it was designed for, and then when that is fine, of course, but that does mean that when it comes around to issues, those issues of wear and tear and time have really cost it. And for the sake of maybe 20% of what you paid to get twice the power and twice the efficiency, you could end up with, you know, 3 or 4 times as long living product. Fucking hell, this thing's won't get out. Right, let me stick it for bed. Right, I'm gonna open it like this. Holy shit. That weighs a bit. I just did my back. Perfect. Sound like an old guy now. Let's get all this off. I'll tell you what, even from here, it looks kind of neat. It does, doesn't it? Look at it. You know, in like maybe any movie made in 2005, this is the most futuristic aircon system in the world kind of aesthetic. Oh, that is gorgeous. And you had to tuck it in the corner and fuck up my grip. Why'd you have to do this to me? Okay, and it's got one on the back. Oh, I love doing that. Right, it's probably about 5 kilos. It's weighted in a weird way, so it's more deceiving. So you have your outlet at the top here. It's on mostly the left-hand side, but you've got a whole grill on top. Your intake is the sides here, right? So let's maybe, how does this disassemble? Let's have a look. It's got a bit of wiggle. Maybe I should read instructions, maybe not. We shall. Aha! Ta-da! Got it off. So it intakes from the sides when the cover's on. This is your whole filter, right? And here it is, the intake, the fan. Right? Why are you fogging out, Mr. Phone? Don't start screwing up. Right. I don't know how powerful that is, but I don't think it needs to be that powerful. It just needs to be efficient. Let's get these filters undone. So what this includes is 5 stages. You have, what you can hear there is, I'm guessing, the carbon. Activated charcoal. Basically what it does is, if you imagine in the ocean, right? You have your country home and the enemy. Submarines come in through the water. You apply activated carbon power. Now you have these big machines with big holes in them, and when these submarines come too close, they get sucked up. And all the time they're throwing submarines at you, these pores in these machines are just sucking up all the submarines. Now imagine the submarines is bacteria, pollen, mites, small organisms floating around in the air. That's what the carbon does. It extracts all of that, holds onto it, doesn't let it get through the outlet. Filtering. You have also your HEPA filter, which I think stands for I don't remember, but the P stands for particulate, so I'm guessing it's your very, very small particle stage filter. And then you have this foam at the front. This will be your mechanical filter. So anything bigger than particle size will just hit this and not go through it. Then it goes through your carbon, and then it comes through your HEPA filter. And then on the other side, fresh air. And then it's a pretty basic situation. It's just stages. And then up here there will be a device or some sort of feature that will ionize the air. Ionized air is really good for you, actually. When you go to the beach and you come back and you feel great, because of the sea, it ionizes the air. And ionized air has weird ways of working on the body, and it can help you a lot. So you constantly get, like, you know what, let's glorify it a bit. You get clean, fresh air straight out of heaven's front door. Fresh breeze straight from the sea, following by it. All day long, the whole year round, for 100 quid. This is going to filter a lot more than this entire room by the time this filter is supposed to be up in about 6 months. This is about three times the size. So this can filter about 3 times this volume comfortably. No pressure. So I'm giving this a year before I have to change the filters. And that way, this should be living on for many years. And these are only about 15 quid. 100 quid, you get a filter with it. What, if you spend 50 quid on one that's supposed to do this room, change the filters each month, they're probably going to be about another 10-15 quid. It's going to clog up if you get anything in the air, because the one that's supposed to do this size room is only about this tall. It's a teeny weeny little thing, and the surface area of the filter is about 1/10. So I get 10 times more filtering out of doubling the size. Pretty good. Now let's put this in. Mechanical. Or are you mechanical? No, you are mechanical. Okay. Let's have a look at the instructions. I don't actually look at instructions very often, but I should imagine it's pretty simple. No, I was wrong, believe it or not. Probably right. These tags should have given it away, but this is your mechanical filter, and I'm guessing the sponge at the back, oh no, it protects the HEPA filter. Of course it does. The HEPA filter has nothing to do with this or this. It's in between these two layers. It's like, you know, outside protection and that. How it works, put this in, turn it on, basically. Speeds on, off. That's bog bloody standard. We don't need that. Let's just pop this bitch in and get it started. We don't need all that hogwash. It's got nice little feet that it sits in. Ta-da! Right, can we get it plugged in? Where's the lead? Nice long lead on this. Look at this. You don't usually get nice long leads, but if you're going to pay £100 for a product, it really doesn't hurt to add another 3 or 4 feet of cable. They really wrap this up, holy hell. And then that way, yeah. Okay, let's give this a shot. Plug this in. Oh, did you hear that? Oh, that's cute. Oh, it makes a little cute noise. Okay, here. Oh, I've got to stop doing that. And just like that, it's not quiet. It's on speed 2. So you got your little dash here, with your on/off. Oh, I love this sound. I'm gonna do that all fucking day for about a week. Then you have speeds here, 3. Oh wow. Oh, that's good. Oh, I tell you what, that's so bloody good. Look at that. That's really bloody good, isn't it? Oh, that's nice. Ions. Look Well, you can turn the ionization on, off. You have timers. Sleep setting. It's really gentle. Oh my god, that's so good. So when you're okay, right, during the day you can just bugger off. Maybe when your snake's had a shit, the water needs a change, and all the bubbler kind of just takes some of those nitrates and ammonia and different things that break down in the air, and it kind of floats up or whatever. I'm not actually sure about that kind of chemistry or transference. It's just an example, but that comes into the air. You have to breathe it, but no. Guess what? You have high power setting. So you do that. You put the high power on. You walk away. Now you're sitting there for bed. It's 9, 10 o'clock at night. You just go plonk. Da-da! It carries on working while you sleep. I love it. I love it so much. I am so happy with this. It has timers. And I absolutely am going to be honest with you. The air coming out of that, it's like it has no smell, no nothing. It's just so fresh. It's. I gotta keep this up. All right, full power. Get this air clean. Probreeze. No kidding. Oh, that's nice. And you know what's also really good, right? Because it's a cabin here, right? I don't have insulation. So when it gets hot, it gets hot. When it gets cold, it gets fucking cold. And I've got a reptile thermostat, which is a lot more accurate than just buying a thermostat online and then having to wire the bitch up and doing all kinds of soldering. If you're thinking of getting a cheap thermostat, that's the way to do it. So I've got the heater on most of the time. That way of heating can make the air feel very muggy. The fact that my walls can get cold, and then I've got hot air circulating for about probably 80% of the whole cabin. There's pockets where it gets cold, damp, mold. I know it sounds terrible when I want to put mold, funguses, mildew, but that's why I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 fans in here, constantly circulating the air and the heat to make sure that this place stays as biologically clean as possible when you think about the kind of organisms that can grow. And you know what? I get the feeling that this is going to circulate the air so efficiently I might have to just get rid of them. Or I could keep them and just keep them on a low setting. Because that constant circulation of air is so necessary. Like, if I turn all the fans off, I instantly start getting sweats, runny nose, itchy eyes. Like, the heat and the temperature and the humidity in this room is like the equator in here, constantly. This is going to solve a lot of my problems, I think. Yeah, I'm going to upload this, maybe do some editing, I don't know. We're adventuring into this platform, right? And then I'm going to upload maybe another video on a 1-week update on how this filter is performing. And I'll tell you what, right, I am not interested in being clever or popular or anything, right? I fall in love with something like this and I have to share it. It's something it's just something that's in me, right? I have to make some sort of attention. I don't know why, but I fall in love with something and I have to tell some people. And it's annoying when I can't get that kind of attention. So, that's how I'm gonna motivate my videos. Find something that I think everyone could benefit from, get it, see how well it functions, and just make a whole bunch of content about it so that nobody can be left out. It's already nicer, it really is. The air smells a pleasure to breathe in. Straight away. I'm already impressed. Alright, I'm going to find a nice spot for this because this room is so filthy. I need to give it a big clean up, organisation, and find a home. Probably a home that is as suitable as it could possibly be. You know, there's no point putting this in one corner where it's not going to be very efficient and then just sit there going, oh, it didn't work very well. Duh. You know? Anyway. I'm going to give it a name. It is kind of cute. Listen to it. I'm giving it a name. Probreeze. I don't know. Help me name it. Whoever, I don't care if this gets 10 views, 1,000 views, I don't care. I want help naming this because it's important to me. I like to name things. All things. What did I... Okay, what's the weirdest thing I've named? Okay, maybe it's not that weird. I mean, probably the weird thing is... Daniel! Where have you... Daniel! Oh, where is he? There he is! Haha! My dolphin. Daniel. I don't know if it's mine. It might be my sister's. Anyway, I named him Daniel because... alliteration. And also because I've had him for years in here. You know, sometimes... It doesn't matter how old you are, okay? Sometimes a teddy is necessary. So... he stays here. He should be our mascot. Daniel, the dolphin. He should be our mascot. Yeah. Done. Good boy. Right. See you later. It's time to unbox the filter. And as you can see, I haven't actually opened it whatsoever.